All right, we're checking out the only games where the best way to improve the future is to literally destroy the Earth. It's space games. This is Japan. Japan's population I don't know what Japan's population is. But do you know who does know? Google. Hey Google, what is the population of Japan?
In 2018, the population of Japan was 126,529,100.
What do you mean was? They all gone? That was a joke. Of course they're all gone, because it's 2020 and I'm about to blow up the world again. So the density of people in Japan is 126 million. Do you know what we call that? Rookie numbers. So Universe Sandbox has new particle and destruction effects. I'm really glad that they decided to focus on the destruction. Usually people are throwing stuff at the Earth or throwing Earth at something, or you're increasing the speed of the Earth's rotation or making it stop completely or making the Earth bigger. I want to do something different today. I want to make the mass of the Earth so ridiculously heavy that it rips apart the fabric of the entire solar system. I also saw a video about what if the Earth had Jupiter's mass. I thought that was actually kind of cool. But one Jupiter is rookie numbers. You know what Japan hates? It's freaking rookie numbers. So eventually we're gonna go with an Earth with 1 million times Jupiter's mass. I may even go with 1 billion times Jupiter's mass, quite honestly, because there's really no restriction how many zeros I'm allowed to type in. The other thing is that depending on what the planet is made out of, it reacts differently. So eventually I wanna slurp up a gas giant like Jupiter with the Earth. You've been cast in shade at Florida for too long, Jupiter. Your ass is grass. Okay, so first things first. We're going to start increasing the density of rookie numbers over here until it destroys the entire solar system. Then I want to slow things down and see what it does to different entities. You know, like other stars or the Earth itself. See, the delicate balance of the solar system is kept through gravity. So when we start screwing this up by changing the density, I don't want to change the radius. I want that to stay exactly the same. Alrighty. So a couple of very, very bad things have just happened. I increased the density by, you know, twice over, and the poles immediately melted. Why? Because science is awesome. Because the poles have melted, the entire world is beginning to flood. I know what you're asking. Is Florida still there? The answer is no. But everyone else is gonna get buried too, so don't feel too bad. All right, let's keep moving the density up here. We're only, 3 times the Earth's normal mass. Something that you have to consider here is that, eventually the moon is gonna get pissed off. This is the moon. The moon has a love-hate relationship with gravity. How does the moon feel about the Earth currently being 6 times more dense than normal? Considering it's about to do a friggin' drive-by, it probably feels pretty bad about it. Oh, that wasn't that close. I thought maybe the moon would get away, but it's starting to slow down real fast. Okay, it still kind of orbits at 6 times normal density. We haven't had any destruction yet, and that's really unfortunate, so let's go ahead and double this. A little bit closer yet. How close? Oh, close enough to shave off part of the moon. Particle effects. You may ask yourself, but great, how's the moon doing? Well, it's 2,700 degrees Celsius. There's a nice chunk. You can actually see the moon vomit all beginning to create a Saturn-like ring around rookie numbers. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up here. Look at it, it's like a Hoover. It's like, how does the Earth feel about getting pelted by moon chunks? It really doesn't care. You know who cares? The moon cares. Luckily, since every piece of ice on planet Earth has melted, and the gravity is so high that the water is just flattened across the entirety of the surface, there's nothing really to injure. What's the current life on Earth? We're all dead. Don't mind me just watching rookie numbers beat the out of the moon over and over again until there's nothing left. Obviously 13 times the Earth's mass isn't good enough. So let's go and, go with 26. See, now parts of the moon are starting to impact the Earth. It's really bad when there's a wave of fire going across a water world. Average surface temperature is 183 degrees Celsius. In a couple of pockets, it's up to 9,600. I can't wait to put an Earth next to this Earth and see what the big, dense Earth does to the regular Earth. Just seeing if we're screwing up the entirety of the solar system yet. Everything still looks pretty good for the most part. That means we're gonna have to go to 54 times Earth mass. Still nothing. You know what? Let's just go straight to 10 times. Now we're almost a 2 Jupiter planet. How about a 17 Jupiter planet? Oh, we've turned into a gas giant now. Holy shit, Venus just got beat. I'm sorry, Venus. You ever wanted to know what the surface of Venus looked like under all that cloud cover? This is it. We blasted away the cloud cover in one shot. On the plus side, the surface temperature of the Earth is so much better now that we're a gas giant. Everyone is still absolutely dead. Let's keep it going. 10 times more density. You know it's really bad when Rookie Numbers' orbit turns blood red. Actually, the entire planet has gone into the negative sphere. It's also starting to yank the sun around. Oh, there goes what was left of the moon. There goes Venus. What the 10 times more. Do you know what the Earth is vomiting up right now? It's those god cell phones. Oh my God, what is the sun doing with Mercury? Not gonna lie, it didn't take much to rip the entire fabric of the solar system apart. Whatever, we're already here. Let's go times 10 more. You know what, times 10 more? It's always good when you have an E with a plus and a bunch of numbers after it. Can I just put whatever I want in here? See how this is 32? How about just 99? Oh God. I'm pretty sure that Rookie Numbers is about to eat the sun, or the sun is about to eat Rookie Numbers. I'm really not sure who would win this fist fight. Rookie Numbers won the fist fight, the sun is gone. Okay, so Rookie Numbers has transcended heat, but the only problem is it's just not cool enough. I think that we need something a little bit closer. This is one Earth. This is a very specific Earth. It will be known as Sad Earth. I just noticed that one of the things that you can spawn in this game is a pigeon. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. We will put another Earth next to Sad Earth. These two Earths live in harmony. The only problem is that one Earth thinks that it's better than the other Earth. Entitled Earth. Why does this Earth think it's better? Because it's denser. Okay, bad things happened a lot faster than I thought they were going to happen. I'm gonna go ahead and slow things down here so that you really get the opportunity to see what part of the Earth got destroyed first. No, it's not Africa again, is it? Yep, sure is. Just trying to make it through all the volcanic rock over here. Florida, you still okay? Good. Now, unfortunately, this did immediately kill everyone on both planets. The best part about this is you can see just how fast these pieces of this Earth are flying into this Earth. They're moving at 7 kilometers a second. They impact at 10 kilometers a second. Go ahead and just speed things along here. Oh, I thought maybe it had lost everything, but no, it's pooping out the rest of its mass. And now this Earth is swallowing the other Earth. Jesus, you glutton. Now it's cooling. Let's see if it ever gets back to normal and life can flourish again. What the was that? The Earth just got pissed off and exploded. This is all that's left. This one sad piece. Oh, it's actually quite warm on this one piece of Earth. Everyone's still dead, I'm just telling you. We need to get a lot more excessive. Hold on. Okay, so let's say you have your sad Earth next to another sad Earth, but while everything is paused, we go ahead and we increase the density by, oh, you know, this many zeros. Anytime you see the Earth refuse to exist, that's bad. Now you have to slow things way the down. Okay, everything's still okay. Unfortunately, Australia is looking straight at the, I'm gonna call this Earth Trevor. Looking straight at Trevor. Okay, no problems yet. Let's go ahead and speed things up a little bit here. I was gonna ask how Australia was feeling, but explosions are starting to happen all over the surface of the Earth. That's bad. 16,000 degrees Celsius, you say? Oh God. I like how the Earth has no idea who wants to die first. What the hell is happening over here? They're tiny little railgun pieces of the other Earth. Look at them fly across the screen. Up to 49,000 degrees Celsius. I like how there was no sun for light. What the was that? I was gonna say there's no sun for light. And so this Earth was like, that's fine, we have the sun at home. What happened to the planet that I had made? Oh, the Earth currently exists inside of Trevor. I've never done this before. I don't actually know what happens when this occurs. Go ahead and speed things up. Ah, the Earth is melting. That's not good. It is really bad when the Earth is turning into like ions or whatever the hell this is. Way to go, Trevor. You crashed all of Universe Sandbox. I feel like we haven't broken the game enough to break the game. Sad Earth, where did you go? Sad Earth is down here. It's like, if I don't move, he can't see me. Good job staying still, but you can't stop the tears. Okay, so if we crash the game with that, I'm very curious what would happen if we took one Sad Earth and we surrounded it. You know what? Why leave it at just one band of extra Earths? Might as well ruin everything as much as possible, after all. Now, some of these Earths may have been put too close to one another. We'll find out if people start to get liquefied immediately. You can always tell bad positioning by the boiling of the human race. Okay, that looks good. All right, go ahead and slow things down, turn off the pause. Oh, shit. Ew, this is bad. Okay, so everyone's already starting to, you know, take half of everything and try and get custody of the kids, but that's okay. We're gonna take the middle Earth here, now known as Pig Venus numbers, and we're gonna go ahead and increase that density a little bit. Now, everyone on all these other Earths may already be dead, since, you know, the average surface temperature is 1400 degrees Celsius. But Pig Venus, just fine. Alrighty. Just waiting to see if all the chunks start coming this way. Nope, doesn't look like this is enough mass yet. 10 more density. 10 more. 10 more. Oh, turkey nibbles. Right about here, you can immediately tell when the Earth goes Super Saiyan, that means that you've reached the proper amount of density. Don't mind me. Just flying through the debris field. Let's go ahead and speed things up here to see what happens. Oh yeah. Oh, it's getting awesome. I'm kind of curious what happens to all the planets that are about to touch this thing, because it's getting big enough to the point where it will start intersecting with all of the other masses that I've put here. See that? That's just the tip right there. This is that moment when some dude that's like 7'8" tries to cut you in line. Oh, this is cool. This one Earth over here has actually turned into a plasma. Oh, there's a few like that. Looks like watery testicles almost. See this? It's sort of like Saturn, only with a lot more death. It's working though. By forming like a Roman phalanx, they're holding back the Earth from getting any bigger. A few of the smaller Earths, you'll see right here, have lost their will to live. Just speeding things up to see all the different colors. Oh, hello. The phalanx is falling apart. It's not working any longer. Different parts of the universe are starting to coalesce into one small section. Now you might be saying to yourself, but Gray, what's the maximum temperature of the Earth? I don't know. What is that number? I know it looks pretty big, but the thing that you don't realize is that there's a bunch of zeros after this. All right, Jupiter's not gonna be called Jupiter anymore. It's gonna be called Sad Virgin Jupiter. Now let's say an average Earth and an average Jupiter are sitting side by side. What would happen? Well, in the beginning here, nothing really was happening until you realize that slowly but surely, we are all baking on the surface of the Earth. The maximum temperature is now 35 degrees Celsius, 36 degrees Celsius. In fact, it's going up quite quickly. If we continue to speed things up here and watch as Jupiter melts every living being on the planet, it'll feel much better when we finally get retribution. Average surface temperature is 79 degrees Celsius. All the ice on planet Earth has melted. See this? This is what happens when I leave the Earth alone for too long. Oh God, even the parts that are leaving the Earth are turning into red hot rocks of molten magma. Oh, this is cool. We're actually leaving like a poop smear all over Jupiter here. Remember how our maximum temperature was something like, I don't remember, 200 and something degrees Celsius? It's now 18,000 degrees Celsius. Let's go ahead and let this happen. Oh, will our mass make it completely around the entirety of Jupiter, I wonder? It's a big planet. There we go. We did it. It's actually kind of neat to watch this from here. It's like peeling an apple. And the Earth is effectively no more. Grab an Earth. Grab a sad virgin Jupiter. And since Jupiter thinks it's specifically better than us, we're going to measure everything in Jupiters. Let's just start out with a mass of 1 million Jupiters. Oh, Jesus, that didn't take very long. So, where Jupiter had pulled away all of our rocky goo, we are milkshaking the crap out of Jupiter. See that? It tastes so good. Oh, the Earth is growing very, very quickly. Okay, the Earth is growing very, very quickly. How do you feel, Earth? The Earth is like unlimited power. This is what you get for thinking you're cool, Jupiter. Are you happy now? And there you go. We now have a sunspot where Jupiter used to be. And the name of the Earth is now red. It's like an MMO game when you PvP someone and you turn red. That Earth is a killer. So just real quick, there's something else I have to do, and that's make it so that Jupiter isn't position locked, so it does get pulled to Earth, and then give Earth 1 billion times Jupiter's mass. Okay, this is pretty cool. I've given the Earth so much mass that look at how the water is compressed against the Earth's surface. Jesus, Earth is very vascular. This is Earth on all the protein. Okay, I'm not actually sure like how quickly things are gonna turn bad. To probably move things a little bit faster here. There we go. I probably shouldn't really have to say this, but obviously no one survived this. Okay, the Earth is turning red. It's like charging its laser. Things are moving insanely slow, and you can actually see as Jupiter gets yanked toward the Earth. The first spots of immediate death have appeared, and the Earth is now partially boiling. Okay, now the Earth is starting to go like supernova. Oh, Jesus. That's it, Earth. Who will survive the head-on collision? Ultimate 1 billion Jupiter. Obviously, it's gonna be 1 billion Jupiter Earth. I'm not actually sure what'll happen when the two surfaces touch over here, because I think Earth is still a solid. It is absolutely still a solid. Holy Jesus. This is interesting. You actually get to see heaven for just a moment. Oh, I'm gonna go as close as possible to see what it's like. My computer is super pissed off right now. Oh God, I can't get out of here now that I'm here. I don't exactly even know what is happening, but it looks amazing. Did the Earth just... I don't even know what happened. It like teleported up here. Oh my God, it's rotating inside of Jupiter. There's like a secondary Earth down here. My God, the Earth has grown a tumor. It looks like a turtle. I am so glad that I did this. I have never seen anything so spectacular. I'm almost afraid to increase the speed, but for science. Oh, there's like 100 Earths now. Look at all the meteorites of Earth. And Jupiter and Earth are both immediately vaporized. Well, all right, there you go. That's what would happen if Earth had 1 billion times Jupiter's mass. Not only would everyone be immediately flattened, but the Earth and everything around it would be vaporized. Universe Sandbox 2 is a lot like Solar Smash. It just changes the actual number of people that die with the likelihood for life on the planet. I like how we're on Earth right now, and there's actually a 0.7% chance that there wouldn't be any life. That's how bad this year has been. Today I want to do something that I think I read in some science magazine like 25 years ago, which is to stop the Earth from rotating in a bunch of different ways and see what happens to life on it. Technically, I think half of it would be frozen all the time, but I would just call that cold summer down here in Florida. As a matter of fact, I think, yeah, Florida's on the dark side right now. Actually, if I stop the rotation at this point, realistically, all of Canada and the United States is pretty much jacked, as well as Japan. See all these lights? Yeah, those will be going out soon. Part of what has to happen here today is I want to increase and decrease the temperature of the sun, which you're allowed to do in this game because it really doesn't give a about how many or how few zeros you put in anything you want to find out what happens to each half of the Earth. If I get really lucky, one half of the Earth will be like a block of ice and the other half of the Earth will just be molten magma. So I just stopped the Earth's rotation. I didn't even take it off of pause yet, and the life likelihood is now down to 1/3. Universe Sandbox 2 is actually very, very good at describing exactly how people are dying too. Now, it's only been a couple of months since one side of the planet hasn't even seen the sun, but you get the opportunity to see exactly how cold and or warm it is. I feel kind of bad, but by screwing the Earth, I have simultaneously screwed Africa yet again. Oh, and you know, like Ireland and stuff as well. Europe, sorry. Actually, you may be okay. In Africa right now, though, the mean temperature is 76 degrees Celsius. This is basically Florida at high noon. The only difference is they have a lot less Bud Light there. Oh, hold on. One of the other things you can do is make the name of the planet that you're torturing much more appropriate. There we go. Oh, wait. Florida's just barely fine. It's on that small segment of the planet that's not encased in permanent winter. It took a few years, but now half of the Earth is permanently encased in solid ice. Even the oceans have frozen over. At this point, the people that get the sun is a nice, comfortable 95.1 degrees Celsius. The people who don't, negative 57.8. For those of you like me who need Fahrenheit to understand exactly what the is happening, it's 202 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what we over here in Florida called wee boiling. Or, you know, negative 72.1 degrees Fahrenheit in the cold side, which is where you're peeing lemon lime slush. I'm not gonna lie, at this point, I'm kind of curious if there's a way for us to increase the temperature of the sun so that the dark side is still at least somewhat heated and people can live there. Let's go 2 times hotter for the sun. The sun now has beautiful blue eyes, and by beautiful, I mean deadly. And by eyes, I mean radiation. All right, let's go ahead and move things along. Oh, you see there? Look, a lot of the snow is starting to recede. Why? Because the average surface temperature of Earth is now 191 degrees Celsius. You know it's bad when part of the seas of the Earth are starting to turn into lava. Let's see what we're dealing with here on the life expectancy for us. All right, maybe twice over was too many zeros. I ended up killing everyone, unfortunately. On the plus side, I did get rid of all the snow. On the negative side, though, it's about 345 degrees Celsius over in Florida. I'm somewhat impressed that the seas still exist at all. Oh, wait, there we go. Now they're starting to boil away. We're moving time along right now at around 1 month a second. I'm actually surprised that the seas lasted this long. You actually get to see the maximum water depth over here, which is to say receding very quickly. Now I'm just curious to see if there's going to be one single spot on the Earth with even the slightest bit of liquid left. That's fine, we can just increase the speed of the torture here. There is one single ocean left on Earth. It's right here. Now I'm kind of curious, if I back the sun back down, will human beings repopulate the Earth? All right, let's go ahead and reduce this back by half. Oh, I just disintegrated the sun. Where the did you go? The sun was like, I give up. Hey, life likelihood's coming back up, you know, for a couple of seconds until the rays of the sun finally die out completely. Yeah, the Earth just figured out that the sun is gone, and while I managed to get up to 30%, everyone is now slowly dying. It's actually taking months and months for the rest of the entire civilization to die out. You guys are tough Since you can see the entire universe in Universe Sandbox, you also get the opportunity to watch as, you know, the entire solar system falls apart and all the planets go slingshotting off into the nether realm. I still want to find the sweet spot to see if I can keep half of life on Earth while the other half just gets obliterated, but I didn't get to see half of the Earth in a state of constant magma, so let's go with 10 times hotter for the sun. I'm sure this will be fine.
A few moments later.
I may have gone a little bit too hot. The only difference here, because of, you know, the fact that it's not rotating, is one half of the Earth is a darker burnt and the other half is a lighter burnt. How much does it matter? Well, you know, it's the difference between 3,400 degrees Celsius and only 1,700 degrees Celsius. I sped things up and now we're getting some neat coloration. What the happened here? Half of the Earth turned into a void. I'm not gonna lie, this actually looks very symmetrically amazing. Oh, you can see Florida within the blackness. The weird inky depths that half of the planet has turned into. I actually don't know what's happening on this side of the Earth now, but it doesn't look good. Jesus, I've tortured the Earth so much it's turned into an Etch-a-Sketch. All right, let's go ahead and back down the sun slightly here and see if we can save this. Just gonna go slightly hotter, not quite twice. There we go. Okay, 32% life likelihood, not too bad yet. Just gonna speed things along a little faster here. All right, we did it. This is a pretty good baseline for torture here. It sits right around 30% of the entire population, so, you know, we ended up killing about 5 billion people. If you're in a decent habitable zone, it's about 5 degrees Celsius. If you're not, it's 250. And for once, Africa, you know, England, they all get to totally exist. Japan, the seas are starting to boil. But Florida is A-okay. I want to know, though, now if we can get this down to like 1%. Just take the sun here and pump it up a little bit more. Now we're holding at about 24%. The sad part is that if you do get close enough to the sunny part of the planet, the heat gets so bad that existence can't happen anymore, Florida just happens to be in that area. The coldest it gets on the planet right now is 54 degrees Celsius. The rest of it's 300. We're still not at 1% life though, so... Got it. All it takes to allow 1% of the entire population to exist is 177 degree Celsius average surface temperature. See, right here at the poles, it's only 79 degrees Celsius, or, 176 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not really certain what sort of wizardry you'd have to do in order to survive this. You could walk outside and boil your cup ramen. I know. I have to at least try the extreme real quick. I feel like I'm gonna need to slow things down because the Earth will probably vaporize fairly quickly. Yeah, when half of the Earth starts to flicker in game, that's a bad thing. See that right there? That's not actually the ozone or the atmosphere. That's the evaporating souls of the people. Do you see the average surface temperature? Every once in a while. It says positive infinity, when infinity itself isn't enough. There's still a 2% chance of life likelihood, are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to speed things up a little bit here. It took a little bit for the flickering to stop, but now we're there. The seas have boiled, and now it's starting to get replaced with liquefied topsoil. Okay, after liquefying everyone on Earth, I put the sun back to normal. Let me see if they can re-inhabit it. The answer is no, because there's no water left on Earth. That's okay though, just like a chia pet in this game, you can actually add water. Hold on. We'll just give people a little bit. Here, watch. Material, water. All right, ready? All right, well, hold on. Who gets the water? Africa, I've always done so much to you. I'm sorry here. I did it. I fixed Africa. Just this part right here. There is now 2.36% of the entire population left on Earth. Real quick, I just wanted to see what would happen if not only the Earth didn't rotate, but it didn't orbit either. It's legitimately just stuck now. God, it's worse than before. At least before when we locked it, it had like a 1/3 amount of the population is left. Now it's 0.2. Okay, I think I've got it. If I completely stop the Earth so it doesn't rotate, it doesn't move, and it's just locked in its position, I can torture people in the most egregious way possible. There is a part of the planet where you could potentially live, but it's right between the area where it turns from negative 84 degrees Celsius to 1400 degrees Celsius. This area right here. And now because an episode of Universe Sandbox isn't complete until the Earth explodes in a shower of death, I'm gonna hit it with the comet that came close to us back in July. Oh, but I'm gonna hit it at, 100 million times light speed. What you do is you take your comet here. It was actually only 5 kilometers across apparently, so I'm sure everything will be fine, right into the point where I changed the speed to 100 million times light speed. Slow things way down because we're dealing with light speed. And here we go. Oh, I've legitimately stopped time completely. Hold on. Oh, there we go. See, now it's starting to move. Now we'll get the opportunity to follow it as it finally comes into contact with Earth. I couldn't have planned this any better, but it's going to hit right on the line. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. The impact is pretty bad. Now, at the moment, it might not look like much, but give it a second. The Earth has to figure out that it just got hit. There we go. I told you it would take a second. Now it's figured it out. Only 234,000 degrees Celsius. Not too bad. A bunch of Earth also just left. I feel like part of this would be Florida. Well, the asteroid at 100 million times light speed didn't just destroy the Earth. It made my entire solar system disappear. I wasn't sure if I could torture Earth any worse than I already had, and then I was like, who am I kidding? Of course I can. So what you do is you give yourself a son. We're gonna call this son John, a kiss. Now you give it an Earth, and you realize that you put the Earth too freaking close and half of it has turned into lava. Then you move the Earth back, hoping that no one has noticed that you just killed the entire population. Then you put the Earth in at the correct friggin' distance. Then you add a second sun exactly the same distance away from the Earth on the other side. We call this one Timothy. Actually, you know what? Hold on. We have one son. It's Jonathanicus. We'll go. How about this? We'll do Kimberly. Actually, we'll mix them both. Timberly. All right. Now I'm just curious, how does the Earth feel about this? Well, everyone's still alive. Not much time has passed though. Surface temperature seems fine. My God, the life likelihood has gone up 0.1%. And then the second I stop it from spinning, everyone except for a very, very few people die. Yet somehow it's more similar to Earth than our last Earth. I have given people what is effectively a perfect Earth, and yet everyone rejects it. It's like the friggin' Matrix. What happened? Was everyone just like, oh, I can't stand the utopia? Hold on, maybe things will change as time goes along. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe it's just gonna get a lot worse. Okay, you know, the Arctic Circle just melted, that's fine. The average surface temperature is going up very quickly. There's like legitimately one band of snow. It's right here. I made 151 years go by. The life likelihood is still exactly the same. Where could you survive? Right here. See, these people are fine. So how about if one of the suns was, I don't know, twice as hot? Part of the Earth is evaporating, but it doesn't look that bad. Hold on now. How about twice as hot again? Oh, that sun just burned out. I'm sure the Earth will level out now. I got bad news. Since all the water boiled off on this side of the Earth, there's no way to stabilize the temperature. So now it's encased in -70 degrees Celsius, frozen solid wasteland death. But I brought life back, damn it! It's okay though, I can fix this, hold on. Just gotta make this sun a little bit bigger. Shh. I'm not really sure what I did, but I just drained all of the heat energy from the entirety of the Earth. The average surface temperature is now -95 degrees Celsius. Somehow people can still live though. Hold on, I can fix this again. I just need to make this sun way bigger. Hold on. There we go. Perfect. Look, I brought the oceans back. I may be a little hotter than I want. Hold on, we can back this down. So I just wanted to show y'all something. I ended up making Timberly way too big, so it turned into a black hole. The Earth now lives inside of a black hole, and somehow there's still a chance of life. Universe Sandbox is one of those games where I play around for a while and I end up finding something that's more flexibly stupid than other things. Like certain things are constant. Australia can survive near anything. Florida is always drunk and hot, and I will typically rename the Earth to something like Kyle. But since we're gonna be dividing by 0, it's negative Kyle now. So one of the things that you can do in Universe Sandbox 2 is utilize explosions and then manipulate them in ways that probably science would get pissed off at. Let me show you. Before I start exploding stuff at 1 billion times light speed, you need a baseline after all. I think there's supposed to be some sort of meteorite that's hitting the Earth right around the election time here in the United States. Makes sense, it's 2020, why not after all? How big is the asteroid? I don't know. Do you know who does know? Googletta. Hey Google, how big is the asteroid that's gonna hit the planet around the election time?
According to Science Alert, asteroid 2018 VP1 is very small, approximately 6.5 feet, and poses no threat to Earth.
6.5 feet is very small, eh? All right, I've got a new plan for today. I'm gonna have a 6.5 foot asteroid completely obliterate the Earth. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can use it to obliterate the entire solar system. Alrighty, so over here we have our roughly 6.5 foot asteroid. You can go over here. You can click on explode. Now, normally there's an area over here that gives you auto energy. When you turn this off, that's when the magic happens. First, you can choose explosion energy, which goes anywhere from, you know, TNT to supernovas. I think the thing about this I really like though, is you can change the fragment speed. The speed of the fragments leaving the explosion. 3 kilometers a second. Rookie numbers. But like I said, you need a baseline. Okay, so we're gonna take our asteroid here, give it a little speed. When I say little, I like to start everything off at light speed. Also explode it. Remember how Google said that this thing poses no threat to Earth? What about when it looks like a miniature sun? Trust me, I can't wait until I start putting the explosion power up to supernova levels and have the fragments moving at 1 billion times light speed. All right, slow things way down. All right, now hopefully things aren't going to move too fast here. Alrighty, speed things up a little bit. I didn't do this on purpose, but it kind of looks like because 2020 is starting to get close to Florida, they may take our lives, but they'll never take our Bud Light. Oh, it's starting to get pissed off. All the fragments are starting to explode off, and we have impact. Oh yeah. Sorry, South America. On the plus side, it's just a tip. Now we're already starting to get a tidal wave of lava We're only moving at 275 milliseconds per second, you understand. I'm gonna go ahead and speed things up here just to see where the engulfment of the entire planet ends. How's everyone doing, by the way? Is everyone still alive? We only lost 1.2% of the population. Fishing's gonna suck now because, you know, the temperature of the ocean is currently 2,000 degrees Celsius. Pose no threat to Earth, eh? Jesus. And Florida gets barbecued. And then finally, the wave of fire ends right around Texas. So there you go. Besides putting a giant indentation in the ocean, everything seems okay. Okay, now that we have our baseline, it's time to get stupid, and I need to show you exactly where you get to divide by 0. Normally, the average surface temperature of stuff is, you know, negative 270, and you can't really go below that. See? No matter what I do, I cannot get below negative 273 degrees Celsius. Or can I? So what you do is you grab your 2020 2.0. You increase the speed by, you know, a lot. We'll go 10 light speed this time. Turn auto energy off. Do a little bit of this. Bring it way up. I may have gone a little far here, but you know what? This is a channel about extremes. 3 times a supernova. And the fragment speed is already at 33 times light speed. I didn't even touch this. Okay, so now you explode. I'm gonna go ahead and slow things way down here. Okay, understand we're at 2,500 milliseconds a second, and this is how fast this thing is moving. Okay. So now it's starting to have little fragments that are exploding from it, right? For some reason, I don't know why this is. These fragments, you can increase the temperature. What is this right now? Negative 22 million degrees Celsius? Let's just keep going. You just do this until you're satisfied, honestly. That looks good. Now we go ahead and speed up here for impact. As you can see, having one single particulate that's negative, I don't know, 22 gajillion degrees Celsius is really bad for the planet. Obviously, you know, the Earth can only get down to this temperature because for some reason Kyle cannot divide by 0 even though our explosions can. Everyone is immediately vaporized. Let us continue onward here. Go ahead and speed things up slightly. All of the water vaporizes instantaneously. Our little epicenter of destruction has finally begun to ignite. The only difference is before we were moving at like 25,000 milliseconds a second. Right now we're moving at 87. I'm sorry, Kyle. On the plus side, it is possible that this is warming the Earth back up. Oh, see, there you go. I like that the Earth is so cold right now. Normally, this is the coldest part of the spectrum, and this is the warmest part. And the warmest part of the spectrum is still absolute 0. We got our D&D spell Ice Fire over here, continuing to eat up most of the planet. You understand that we haven't even started, right? There are so many more zeros we can add to these bombs. All right, gonna go ahead and continue onward here. Oh, there's a secondary explosion. That's good. Don't know where that came from. I like that there's basically the ice fallout ring, and then on top of that, there's the lava fire ring, and then on top of that, there's this like small sun that has appeared in the middle of the Earth. I want to mention too, I don't actually know how this happened, but our impact site was over here. All this area got immediately frozen. And then for some reason, the back of the Earth is also immediately frozen. I think it was because our one tiny little meteorite may have went completely through the center of the Earth and exploded out the back. I'm just speeding up real quick to see if the Earth can recover from this. Hey, and the Earth is back. The poles are just a lot bigger. But hey, 72% of the population is there again. All right, so we haven't destroyed the universe yet like I wanted to with the 6.5-foot asteroid. So let's go ahead and make it a little bit more powerful. Okay. Now we'll start off at a nice, cool 1,000 times light speed. We'll take our explosion energy and add a couple more zeros. Our fragment speed is now 1,062 light speed. Excellent. Oh, I'm sorry. It's whatever that is light speed. Guess I should start slowing this down a little bit more. Okay, so I'm at the absolute slowest I can get, and we are moving really fast. And there's the impact. Don't mind the beam of green lightsaber light that was just sticking out of the Earth. Go ahead and move things along here. Oh. Or maybe it wasn't that bad. Never mind, maybe it was bad. I'm not 100% sure what just happened. I think possibly the core of the Earth just decided to peace out. It's like, I'm leaving you. Not really a, oh my God. Okay, I'd like to take a moment to show you what the 6.5-foot asteroid is doing now to the planet. I'm gonna try and slow down a little bit more. How's everyone doing on Earth? You guys still alive? Oh, 58% of you are somehow. Go! I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of prime real estate over here that's leaving the planet. How fast are these fragments moving? That's not that bad. They're like all Florida temperature too. It's always good when one single explosive asteroid creates a sun the size of the Earth. It looks like a pair of testicles. Might as well keep things moving along here. God, how much more does the Earth have to give? Yeah, there we go. Rocks are getting bigger flying out of the Earth here. It's like the Earth is just vomiting all of its mass into space. Oh, I think it's done. Earth, how you doing, buddy? Kyle's been through a lot. All right, let me see if it can once again somehow come back to life here. Yeah, look, it's coming back to life. It only has half the mass it originally had. I even got some water back. All right, it's time to do the stupid stuff. The Earth still stands. The universe is still in one piece. It can't get much worse. That's the glass is half full. Explosion energy. No, I'm just gonna keep going. Please. Keep that fragment speed moving at light speed. Hit it. Notice how the picture of the fragment looks normal until you see it in the preview screen. And it is a convulsing globe of fire. Oh, I'm starting to lose frame rate. That's a good sign. Speed, light speed, all of it. Oh God. Finish him. I don't know why, but it took a while for the impact site to finally show up. I think the problem is that we're moving things so fast now. Okay, most of the frost that was surrounding the Earth suddenly disappeared. That's good. I just fixed the climate. I stopped climate change. Okay, now the impact is starting to show. Fragments are beginning to fly off of the Earth. Oh, they're not just fragments. They're little suns. Okay, now random explosions are happening around Earth. Oh God, it's so good. Hey, it's almost like the Earth is back. Look, there's an atmosphere and everything. How many people are still alive? 23%. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. The Earth is doing pretty bad, but the rest of the solar system still seems okay. Remember how I said that things are still okay? There's like a blue sheen around Kyle that appeared. And I zoomed back. That was because the supernova's coming. Yeehaw! Temperatures are rising. Kyle looks awesome. I like how at this point, part of Kyle is just see-through. There's not even any sound in the game anymore. Oh, did it just disappear? No, there's still some left. It's only a third the size of Earth. Oh, never mind. And slowly but surely, the supernova is sweeping across the rest of the galaxy. Venus is starting to get a lot hotter, like a lot hotter. And there it goes. Jupiter is looking friggin' awesome. Saturn is looking awesome. This is like the best explosion ever. What the is going on? I like how it's just a rotation of pain. Neptune is burning. You can see. Go ahead and continue to speed things up here. There goes Neptune. I like how I always talk about Pluto, but it's actually the last one here. I mean, not counting the sun, I guess. I just said that and Pluto disappears. Oh, hold on. The sun just went up, and the sun looks delicious. It looks like a crunch berry, you know, from Captain Crunch. Go ahead and speed things up here to see what happens. Red blood mist. And there's our sun going supernova, stretching outward. And it took a while, but it vaporized everything. It's just a black screen now. There's not even any stars left in the universe. I hit it so hard that I'm actually getting graphical glitches in a new game. We did it. We finally made an explosion that could divide by 0. and it obliterated not just the universe, but the physical game itself. So, yeah, you're not seeing this wrong. There's literally just a drill bit in the middle of Florida. Rejoice, Florida has effectively protected the entire planet, so we have now added all of the different alien weaponry to the stupid hack. Not that the hack is stupid, but that it makes stuff do stupid things. Like, you know, a giant core drill that just can't even penetrate the power of Orlando. I like how sometimes if it doesn't line up correctly, it just kind of ricochets off of the planet. Oh, I had no idea I could fill this up so much. Now I'm kind of curious if there's a limit to how far this will let me go. I would say that normally we would start with a baseline, but right now our baseline is just stupidity. We've managed to kill 100 million people though somehow. I don't actually think it's from damage. I think it's from this stuff taking so long to do anything that people are dying of old age. Just natural causes. Some alien's gonna have to go back to their boss, and their boss is gonna be like,
all right, how many humans did you kill?
and they're like, well, 103 million.
How long did it take you?
200 years. If I just keep like stacking these, will they stack or do they just kind of shove each other inside? Oh. That's interesting. They meld into one another. I just realized, hold on, I gotta do something real quick. Now you have seen people make little smiley faces on the Earth. You got the Pac-Man on the Earth. But what I'm about to do here is going to be a first. And there you go. I gave the Earth a head of hair. Now, obviously what happened here is we started the amplitude and the damage intensity for the drill at 1. That caused a great deal of nothing to happen. So I'm just gonna move the amplitude up to 10 just to see if that does anything before I start messing with the damage. All right, the new and improved drill is coming in. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint its parents like all of the other drills. It absolutely disappointed its parents. It's so disappointing that the clouds aren't even like dispersing, they're just going around it. They're like, I don't want to touch this failure of a drill. Okay, let us try damage intensity of 10. Go, my son. Again, still 181 million people dead. They died while judgmentally berating my drills. All right, we may have to start moving into the hundreds because obviously 1 to 10 does a whole lot of nothing. Or does it? Well, this is interesting. Oh, now all the little drills have managed to like fall inside of the planet, so they're just chilling out near the core. Okay, knowing that that happens, hold on, I just want to see if I can get all these drill bits to fall into the Earth. Go ahead and blast whatever Michigan over here. Ah, yes, there they go. Oh God, it just turned into a giant mess. Oh, I've made my own core. Okay, so that's everything at 10. I'm gonna go straight for 100. I imagine from the 1 to 10 in the damage range, getting this much done, this will probably erase most of the Earth. I don't know, we'll find out in a second. Here, we'll do it in super slow-mo because I have a feeling there's not gonna be much left after the very first drill chunk. And touchdown, yep. And now all the drills can go free. into the universe. So they had made this device here as like a potato peeler for the planet. Basically, it cuts into the planet and, you know, it can cut it in half. That's basically right there. That's pretty much what it does. So I brought everything down to 1, and now I want to see if it'll do a grand total of anything or if it'll just kind of like, you know, use laser surgery to shave off hemorrhoids from the planet. Oh, still does some damage, it just doesn't do very much. I assume this would get out of hand very quickly. If I move everything to 10. All right, we'll see if anything's left after the very first beam here. Oh, it's right on Australia. And go, my God! Okay, 10 may be a little bit too much. Hi, Saturn. I'm sorry, this is for science. And by science, I mean the understanding of agonizing death. It really gives you an idea of how big Saturn is. There's our little beamy thing over there. I couldn't even tell that it was encroaching on Saturn's rings. And yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, it's trying to heal. It's desperately Wolverining itself. It's not really getting anywhere. I think it's running out of matter. I mean, Saturn gave a valiant effort to try and stay in one piece. I feel like the cancerous Pluto hasn't been tortured very much. And it's so small that, I was gonna say there shouldn't really be anything left by the time this thing is done. Let's turn it into a commercial for High C. Yeah, try our new flavor, astrological death. I mean, I'm gonna do 100 just to do it. Shouldn't really be too much left by the time we're done. All right, everyone, if you're lucky, you get turned into 7.7 billion instances of human steam, and we have touchdown. That I kind of like, because a lot of times the planet just gets completely like evaporated, but this time it turned into a billion pieces. I actually can't zoom out far enough to see the spherical part of the pieces. It has legitimately blown itself across the entire galaxy. Kind of curious if this would happen to every planet, so I'm gonna go ahead and beam Uranus. All right, get ready. January is the month for uranial beaming. Wow. You don't even get shards or anything. Just turns into a fine powder. It's like a face cleanser. Uranus face cleansing. How about you, Machine World? Can you absorb the power of the steroid abusing? Oh, no, it cannot. Okay, not only did it get through the shield, disable the shield on Machine World, you think? I was gonna say, not only did it get through the shield, it got through the crust, and then it got through the shield generator. Now, one of the newer items that they put in the game was this lovely pew pew carrier. Basically what it does is it lines up and then it shoots and people are sad. See that damage right there though? Rookie damage. I'll go ahead and just move everything up to 10. All right, we should get some much bigger hits here. Lights, camera, and violence. No, oh God. Again, I love how 10 is just so ridiculous compared to 1. On the plus side, there's still like 2.8 billion people left alive. Nope. I don't know how. Oh, nope, never mind. There they all go. Okay, I need to do something real quick. I need to do this. How many of these can I have? Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, all of them. I want Saturn's rings, but in death carriers. Oh, this is gonna be awful. The fact that the game can still handle this is kind of impressive. Oh, I hear, yeah, okay. So over here, yes. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, God. They're such tiny little beams too. They just do so much destruction because of what we've done with them. I think. Oh, they can hit each other. Yeah, watch out for that crossfire, guys. I love it. Like, whoever came up with this plan, they're gonna end up losing their position as alien vice president because they ended up causing more lives lost by their own fleet than they did the Earth. Just look at how many bullets there are when I speed things up. Hold on, two of the ships have like, look at it, they've co-joined together. Okay, I think, there we go. I think that's it. Yeah, a few more are just kind of like running into each other and exploding. Look at this over here. Wow, these two are really annoyed at one another. They won't let go, look. Well, this is kind of cool. See, you didn't think that you would have some sort of dogfight in the game. After all of that, there's still a little bit of Earth left. Okay, there's something I really need to try, but I've got to time it correctly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do like as many as I can click of the carriers on this side, and then we're gonna turn around 180 degrees, and I'm gonna throw moons in, and I want to see if they start blasting through the middle and then through the moons. Look at this. Look at this centipede of carriers. Hold on, I need to... All right, now it takes them a while to get lined up, so I'm gonna... Okay, there we go. Okay, so they're gonna do that. Move over here, grab the moon. Start throwing a whole bunch of these in. I gotta hurry because we've already got 3 billion people dead. Come on, moons, go. All right, they've almost blasted through the Earth. I may have to aim up the moon on this side over here. All right, here we go. All right, moon's coming through, and do the shots damage the moons? They do. I kind of wanted to see if I could have one of the moons hit these ships too. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on, this moon might do it. Come on, baby. It's like playing pool, see? Yeah! That's right, you mess with Earth, We'll throw a moon at you. We weren't using it anyway. Okay, now I really want to know about the drills. Oh, you can aim the drills up with the moon. You can't do it with the carriers, but you can absolutely do it with the drills. This moon needs to stop moving. Getting too far off centered. Stop it. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, yeah, this drill's gonna end up hitting it. Here we go. I guess the drill doesn't have much weight to it. Okay. I'm trying to have this giant mess work out for us here. I'm just gonna use a lot of moons. I'm gonna put these moons everywhere. I wanna make sure that we have a good impact with the drills. All right, drills are coming in. Moons are coming in. This is looking pretty good. Yeah, the moons basically just remove the entire center of the Earth. It's like coring out a Reese's peanut butter cup. The drills haven't even gotten into the Earth yet. There we go. Oh yeah, the aim was perfect. See that? By throwing moons at the drills, I saved the planet. See? The drills never ended up touching the Earth. Oh, that is really awesome. I love how despite being like shoved off course, this drill still wants to get something done. It's like,
I can still just barely touch the tip of the Earth.
There we go. The time has finally come to make the balls overpowered. I don't know if you remember the balls. Basically what you do, take your ball, throw it down, take something to blow the ball up, you get an explosion. Now normally what I would do is make a nice little pocket here. That is the most drunken pocket I think I've ever made. Then you throw a whole mess of balls inside. You slow things down. You give it the old yeetily deet. And you get this explosion. And as you can see, the Earth poops fire out of the orifice that you've made. And once the glow finally closes down, you've got a slightly bigger opening inside. But now we're going to overpower the balls. Going straight for 100. We're going for the game break here. Throw all the balls inside. I want to fill the entire core of the planet up. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're not stopping at 100. We're going all the way. Okay. Oh, we got a long way to go. Don't push, everyone. I don't want these balls to blow up quite yet. There's enough room for you all. And perfect. Okay. Go here. Grab this. And fire. Here we go. Yeah! And the supernova. By the time this clears, there shouldn't even... What? Hold on a second. The Earth tanked it. How? All right. How about this? You know what? I'm just doing this for everything. All of it. All right, we're kill... Hold on. Look at this. What? What? Maybe all of this is just too much. Hold on. How about now? Nope. Now? Nope. This is gonna work. I don't want the Earth to just completely disappear yet. Okay, so now I should be able to bring this up. And I think this also. Here. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, go. Luckily, I can shoot them with such force that they actually make their own hole. I also appreciate that there's still going to be 7.6 billion people left to enjoy this. Oh, I'm actually gonna be able to squeeze more balls in this than I was in the last one. Oh, I just realized too, all the balls are right next to Australia. Honestly, they'll probably be fine. It's a normal summer day. Now, fire. And that's what I wanted. When the FPS goes to hell, that means that it worked out perfectly. And did the Earth still survive? Huh. So I found out what I could do to change it. The problem is just the simple movement of the balls destroys the entire planet. Now they will slingshot back into the middle so that you can blow them up, but well, that's what you get. Okay, I think I can still make this work. If I do it kind of like this. Yeah, here we go. where they don't technically hit the Earth. They just kind of like skate around it. All right. Now, let everything kind of... Oh, all the gravitational pull of the Earth is dead. All right. Finish them off! But if one explodes, they all explode, a giant chain of death. So, yeah, the power of solar hacks is now enabled on this monstrosity over here. And you need to understand just how stupid this gets. Now, as usual, we need a baseline just so that you understand where we're coming from. Sorry, main. There. Very simple. The issue I have with this is it's not really a particle accelerator and you can't edit it at all. Or can you? Now, one of the first things that you can do with this horror is change a option here we have called the cluster option. What would happen if you take it from 1 to say 5? Florida! All right. So you get 5 times as many asteroids. It's still not really like a particle accelerator though, so you can bring it up to 10. Go! Now we're starting to get ridiculous. Now, if you want to be able to draw whatever you want on the planet using a line of constant death, you can always go to 100. God. Let me go ahead and slow that down so you can really get the opportunity to understand how stupid this is. This gets up to like 2 billion or whatever. We're gonna get there, but I guarantee it's going to just make the game implode. I wonder if this is enough to go completely through the planet. Yeah, look, there it comes. It's gonna give birth. And yay! It's like one of those awful viral videos on YouTube where they're popping zits or something like that. I'm kind of surprised because it only created the tiniest little hole. The planet is still alive, too, you understand. Now, one thing I've never done, but I really wanted to know about it is like where this caps out at. I assume you just can't put, okay, so that brings it to 0. Hold on, how about 9999? Okay, so 9 billion, 9999, 99 billion. Come on, baby. 999 billion. Oh no, 1 trillion people just died. What the hell happened? It was like just the overpopulation killed a bunch of people. This is what happens if you put 1 trillion people on the planet. It gets so crowded that everyone just starts smothering each other. Where did this death come from? All right, hold on. Give me my trillion people back. All right, 999 billion, 999 million people. So if I just do like 1 quick click of the asteroids, there. Oh my God. Let's see. Actually, I wonder if I can just get them all to bounce. So if we bring the damage intensity to 0 and the damage range to 0 and the HP damage to 0, I might actually be able to give the Earth its own asteroid belt. All right, here we go. Oh God, that did not work the way I hope it would. I mean, that was for science, but what I ended up doing was just erasing the entirety of the United States. Well, and most of Canada, and all of Mexico, and Panama. All right, I ended up erasing a lot of places. I'm gonna bring the amplitude down to 0. All right, still very, very violent. It looks, oh, hold on. Just something I need to do real quick. Oh God, there's too many on screen. I can probably use this as a drawing tool. It's almost as good as the beam. And this is just at 100. Wait, what the hell? Everything's coming back. It like hits some sort of gravitational perfection. Hold on, if I start, yeah, I'm gonna get a bunch of them going this way. There. Now they should infinitely go back and forth as long as I've destroyed a perfect pocket through the planet. Yeah, here we go. Okay, sweet. So it is kind of possible to make, well, I call it a ring of Saturn. It's basically just a LASIK beam of Saturn. Hold on, look, it's just like the Earth because it gets really small and then it vomits out the back. It's like the Earth is just drunk and vomiting. It's like, oh, this hangover. Oh God, if I reset it, all of them are still there. All right, hold on. I mean, I hate to do this to the Earth, but I need to let everything just kind of settle here. There, okay. Something I want to mess around with real quick too is the custom planet.
A few seconds later.
I didn't intend to do this, but I basically just made the entire planet Australia. It's not an exact shape. It actually kind of looks like a golden brown shrimp with no tail. God, I love shrimp. Just want to see what happens if I mess with the population count on a planet like this. Oh my God, you can actually get 9 trillion people on the planet. There has to be a point where it just goes back to 0. So here, 99 trillion. I'm going for the most deaths ever. Okay. So 99 trillion is where we max out at. Got it. Right there. All right, grab this. So what happens if I put all this up? I'm just gonna try ball damage real quick. God, that sounds awful. All right, ball damage. All right, that looks pretty similar. Damage intensity. I'm just gonna go with 99. Usually this does terrible things. Okay, nothing big there. Well, I say nothing big. 99 trillion people are dead. I like how the numbers basically get to the point where it almost means nothing. It's like 99 trillion, 999,743 billion. What? Damage range? How is this planet still alive? Okay, so the big winner here is the cluster amount. I mean, I did 100. Can the game actually even handle 200? I may have to slow the game down. I'm gonna do it just on the edge. Here. Oh God! Oh yes! Oh, it's perfect! Oh, it's everything I wanted. So 200, the game can actually handle. I've got to find out. There's a point where I'm sure it'll just give up, but. All right, so what happens to these ones? Will they like come back around to the middle or go around to the other side? Oh. Yeah, they perfectly went to the other side of the planet. So it just shaved the planet. Like a smallmouth bass, I've created a smallmouth Pac-Man. He's sad, atrophied Pac-Man. Pac-Man after the divorce. I just wanted to see what would happen. Oh God, I can't see anything. I just wanted to see what would happen real quick to a planet that can heal, like Saturn. Maybe this was a terrible idea. All right, let me back up here. God. Go, my little nerds of death. Oh, it does actually heal in time. They did vomit out the back though. So is this just going to be like, are they just going to be permanently, violently killing Saturn for all time? Or Saturn could just make the game break, that's fine too. Okay, I'm starting to create an asteroid belt around the Earth. Just gonna see if I can keep this going. I'm going for maximum stupidity here. As long as the game can handle it. Yeah, I can actually get a few that are just permanently surrounding the planet forever. Like in a perfect gravitational pull. I mean, someone died over here. Well, 48 million people. Okay, I've got one other idea. All right. Oh, wow. Jupiter just tanks it. Hold on. All right, super slow-mo. All the way at the edge. Okay, then switch over to Earth. Now the Earth is much smaller. Yeah. So it should go right past without immediately killing the Earth, obviously. There we go. All right. All right, now it's starting to get kind of painful. All right, well, only 1 million people there. So what happens if I bring this up to 300? I think I'm gonna slow down for this because it's probably gonna get pretty bad. Oh. God, I can't actually see anything. There we go. Wow. It doesn't even look like asteroids anymore. It just looks like a pencil. Maximum penetration. See, if I actually kind of pan the camera like this, looks like the Earth's totally fine, right? Like it doesn't even look like anything bad is happening. Here, watch. It'll go right. All right, well, a couple of them hit there. That didn't look so good. It's like that little pendulum device where those balls keep slapping back and forth. These will go back and forth, I think, forever. All right, I mean, you knew this was coming. Cluster 1000. And you know what? Let's get our 999 trillion people or whatever it is on the planet. Welcome to the channel where if we can't add zeros, we'll just add more nines. All right, cluster 1000, population a lot. California hasn't gotten it in a while, so we'll start there. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I just wanna keep going. All right. That's as many as I can shove into the hole I created. I can't believe this game can still handle a cluster of 1,000. I don't know, I guess we'll go for 10,000. Oh boy. All right, let me back up here for this. Go. Oh no. Oh no! At first I thought the game just ridiculously crashed, but it kind of made them. I'm gonna try and do a slowdown. Because there's no other way we're gonna be able to see this. Sweet, delicious 1 FPS. What the happened? Where'd they go? Would I create like a space paradox? They were here just a second ago. The game is absolutely broken. Yeah, maybe 5,000. Super slow. Oh, tell me it works. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes. Oh God. I'm getting like 2 FPS, but it kind of works. There it is. Look at it. It's just packed. God, it looks like an angry payday bar coming for the Earth. And we have, the Earth is so sad right now because it's taking forever to die. It's like,
Just get it over with already.
touchdown. God, I didn't think I held down this long. Or maybe it just, like, the distance of the 5,000 that it creates is only so wide, so it makes it long. I'm gonna cause like a singularity here or something. The Earth is going to turn into a collapsing star. Now, obviously, it's gonna immediately vomit out the back. Now it looks like vomit. Actually, hold on. Oh, I wonder if real quick. Come here. I just want to create a quick mouth. All right, yeah, like right. Oh, there. Right, ready? Diarrhea. So 100 is probably the most controllable. I'm just trying to draw something real quick. All right, start at the bottom. Oh God. All right, it's coming together. Just trust me on this. All right, there we go. All right, I need to do a little bit of laser surgery here. Luckily, we can modify this too. There we go. It's like I'm removing polyps. Little Earth plastic surgery here. Bing. And there you go. Oh, hold on. Okay, so I set it to 999 trillion people that are alive. I'm pretty sure we can do 999 trillion people that are dead. And I have legitimately created the planet of love. However, now it's time to break its heart. God. Oh, God. Straight through the middle. And finally, the Earth turns into a barren wasteland. We ran out of numbers for the death toll, so now it's just 0. As you can see, we have stopped directly on Japan. What does that mean? Absolutely nothing. What it does mean, however, is that the moon, which orbits the Earth, is about to get some new friends. So what we're going to do today is we are going to put a 1 millimeter black hole orbiting the Earth. Then, over time, we are going to multiply the 1 millimeter black holes in order to find out how many it takes to start having an effect on the planet. I know you're asking,
Great, do you mean by effect kill every living creature?
yes, probably. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a rough estimate here, a very non-scientific rough estimate of the distance between the moon and planet Earth, and we are now going to orbit Earth with a small 1 millimeter black hole. Black hole, orbit. The distance is very chunky, 0.0245, right about, there. Perfect. Now that we have our black hole, we can edit it to the appropriate size. And there we have it. The radius, 0.5 millimeters. The mass, that stuff right there. Now, in general, whenever you're dealing with black holes, you want to make sure that the speed is very low because things can begin to happen rather quickly. Something else I'm curious about is, can you see the black hole if you land on the Earth? I mean, probably not because it's unreasonably small. I don't know. It's out there somewhere. I'll find out eventually when my schnauzer gets picked up by the black hole and raised up into the heavens. Now, one of the issues that is going to happen is we have to hope that the moon and the black hole continue their speed as they orbit around the Earth. Because if they don't, then the black hole is going to eat the moon. All right, we can see they're going opposite directions. Perfect balance. Look at that. Right there. No problems. Everything is just fine. Don't mind me, I'm just saving the start of sadness because the start of sadness is going to be starting a lot. Okay, everything's fine. Time is moving on. The start of sadness is keeping its orbit. The start of sadness is starting to get a smaller orbit. I get the feeling that the start of sadness is going to get close. Oh my God, what just happened? Oh no. I'm pretty sure the moon just got shot out. Yep, moon's gone. The moon is taking a hike. Well, probably a problem when it comes to the tides. How you doing there, Earth? You still okay? I mean, any kind of weird problems or anything like that? Is everyone still alive? Everyone's still alive. Again, the first 7 to 8% of people dying is like a gimme. Very normal. Okay, in fact, it's expected, to be quite honest with you. So we have our one black hole over here. Temperature, maintaining. Everything's pretty fine. Atmosphere seems to be the same. Ice and elevation and water depth and everything seem to be just fine. So that means it's time to multiply what we have and add a second black hole. Start of sadness, orbit. Put this one right out here. There we go. Everyone's still alive? 2 black holes in beautiful symmetry. Nope. Well, in a total lack of symmetry. Asymmetry, if you will. I'm basically going to be making Saturn rings, but with black holes. I've just realized that. All right, so again, 2 black holes doing their thing. Over here's the Earth. Surface is looking fine. People still alive. That means that we're now going to have to add 2 black holes. Put one out here and one out. We'll go in a little bit. Here we are. The best part about having the orbits is you can really get an opportunity to see just how, like, stupid this is eventually going to be. In fact, let me go over here to one of our black holes. There it is. So small, so beautiful. Kind of makes the Earth look like sad Laffy Taffy. Ooh. The Earth is like,
stop juggling my atmosphere.
You land on a black hole. Like, what happens if you land on a black hole? You can totally land on a black hole. There we go. This is the observation from the black hole to Earth. You can actually see the other black holes. It's funny because you can't actually turn. The only thing that you can do is kind of cant your view because effectively you're standing on a 1 millimeter object. So more than anything, I'm surprised that the black holes are playing so nicely. I mean, to be fair, they are only 1 millimeter, so it's not too bad yet. The real problem is when you start spawning 1 millimeter black holes like, you know, a couple of inches from someone's pool. Now, I will say, there is kind of an issue. I'm not really sure what's happening exactly, but the temperature on the planet has dropped dramatically. I have no clue if the loss of the moon has anything to do with that or the fact that we are being surrounded by black holes has something to do with it. The atmosphere itself is starting to drop. Well, regardless, we've got 4 black holes. The next number is gonna be 8. Yeah, let's put one over here, one over here, over here. Yeah, let's go a little closer. Let's do one here. There we go. Again, I do get concerned about what's going to happen when I unpause, so I slow things way down. You don't want to miss the murder. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be terrible? You can see all the black holes are just causing all sorts of havoc with one another. So they're kind of starting to whip each other all over the place. Like, you can see the orbits begin to interchange over here, and then these 2 orbits begin to interchange over here. These 2 black holes are getting scarily close together. Hold on. Hey, what are you 2 doing over there? Oh, God. Well, those 2 black holes are probably going to go somewhere into the solar system now. Hopefully wherever they end up doesn't slurp up one of the planets. Could be bad. Yeah, you can see it's kind of like a big, I guess, black hole traffic jam, if you will. Oh, hey! It's the moon! The moon has created an orbit with the sun. So it's still there. It's just kind of, you know, not as close of friends as we used to be. Oh boy, there goes 2 other black holes out into the distance. Obviously, since we've lost so many black holes, the true way to deal with this is to create an abnormal amount of black holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
A few moments later.
We now have 16 black holes surrounding the planet. We have begun to move time along. Here we go. Okay. I'm kind of surprised so far. All the black holes seem to be doing quite well. This one is very close to the Earth. So something we have right now is some of the black holes are getting freakishly close to the Earth, like as a whole. And for some reason, what it is causing now is the Earth to heat up a lot. It is 24 degrees Celsius right now. Now, obviously, eventually, we're going to have to do like at least 100 of these tiny black holes just to see what happens. This is so strange. Right now, I've created like total balance. Look at what's going on with the orbits. All right, since everything's doing so well, we're going to put in another 16 black holes, but we're going to make them very close to the Earth. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's only like 8,000 kilometers from... You know what? How close can we get? 6,000 kilometers from the Earth. I can probably draw this in a little closer. There we go. There are now 32 tiny black holes surrounding the Earth. Can you see these ones from the surface? Yep. You sure can. There's actually so many that are orbiting the Earth. You can see there's one right there. There's a one right there. They just look like little dots of total pitch like blackness with a little bit of light surrounding it bending. I need to get rid of the orbits just so that we can see the destruction. Here we go. Okay, everything's all right. Temperature of the Earth seems to be, well, I say stable. We're only moving a couple of milliseconds per second right now. How's everyone doing? Everyone still alive? The pole's still, you know, icy? Nice. Look at that. I've birthed an extra 3% of the population. They wanted to see the total destruction of all humanity via the black holes. I think the best part is to whatever, you know, you've got your drone going up or something like that your parents got you for Christmas and you decide to start flying it. And one of the black holes that just kind of slowly eked closer and closer to the planet ends up sucking it in. Notice there's 3 black holes surrounding Australia. That's how important I think Australia is. Okay, still doing all right. We're only at about a second right now. And everything is still okay. Now we're at 3 seconds a second. And somehow the Earth is still in one piece. The temperature is spiking a lot. It is now 25 degrees Celsius. So what's going to end up happening is the black holes are going to start getting closer and closer to the Earth. And when that happens, someone's going to exit their house to pick up an Amazon box. It's not going to be there, because it's going to be inside the black hole. And that Amazon box, your extra pair of jeans is going to end up adding mass to the black hole and causing substantial problems. You can actually see, again, there's only a few seconds per second. You can see how quickly the black holes are moving. Look at the speed go up, 11 kilometers a second, 28 degrees Celsius right now. What is causing such a grand expansion of heat from the black holes? My black hole foo isn't great. I just know how they murder everyone. So what I decided recently, this was an executive murder of the Earth decision, is if we're gonna do this, we might as well do this completely ridiculously. So I have recreated the situation, but I have spawned 100 1-millimeter black holes in order to see what will happen. We're already at 35 degrees Celsius. The issue I'm having is that because of the craziness that's going on with the gravity, the black holes are starting to move so fast as they come into each other's orbit that the time, like as slow as I can make it, there is still so much insanity going on right now. You can see as half a second goes by, we're at 39 degrees Celsius. Another half a second, 40 degrees Celsius. The atmosphere is starting to go crazy. I don't know, is everyone still alive? 10% of the population has been sucked up by black holes. There is a large black hole traffic jam. Do you see it? All right in this area. That ain't good. What's it like over here in Australia right now? That's not bad, 86 degrees. Florida's 101. Kind of just a normal day. Kind of have to go onto the top of the planet to really understand just how many tiny black holes there are. If I land over here in South America, I might actually be able to see this horrifying traffic jam. It's also possible that some of the black holes are getting so close that it's going to hit me. Let's see, is there one in my backyard or anything yet? No, I don't think so. 54 degrees Celsius, 55 degrees Celsius. I'm starting to notice that the temperature is climbing much, much faster now the closer all of the black holes get to the planet. I am incredibly scared to increase the time because the planet may just like instantaneously vanish. 72 degrees Celsius. Remember when I said it wasn't so bad in Australia? They're up to about 123 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So yeah, I guess things are getting a little bit worse over in Australia. Florida, it's chilly 166. How much of the planet is still alive? Oh, there's still a good amount of the planet. You can see we're losing around 0.1% of the population every second or so. The other thing I hadn't really thought about, oh my God. Okay, temperature's starting to go kind of crazy. The other thing I hadn't thought about is what's going to happen is eventually two of the black holes are going to run into one another. And when that happens, the black holes will start to fight for dominance. You can see them right over here, kind of fighting. Did all of the liquid water just get vaporized? Do we still have water on planet Earth? Oh, thank God. The liquid depth is still there. It's going down very, very quickly. Like now I'm pretty sure there is an entire, yes, there is an entire mist that covers the Earth. Look at the atmosphere right now. That is pouring off of the Earth. The Earth is now 486 degrees Celsius. Ah, yes, 499 degrees Celsius over in Florida. We're beating Australia at the moment, which is only at 483 degrees Celsius. In case you're curious, that's right around 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, God. So I just for a moment, I turned off of the pause, and there is like lava appearing in the seas right now. Oh, there we go. We can still see Australia right here. You get to visibly see it through the shielding of gas. Atmospheric pressure is rising. I'm actually going to see if I can slow this down. I mean, I get that stuff is already, oh my God. I get that stuff is already pretty bad, but what I was about to say is the really bad stuff might be happening here in just a moment. Hopefully just out of absolute mercy, there's no one left alive. How? I love how it's like, it's 1.76. They're dead, they just don't know it yet. 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, might as well just keep the ball rolling over here. More than anything, I'm surprised that little bits and pieces of the planet haven't begun to rip off of itself. 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 5,500. 50, oh my God, the speed of how hot it's getting. Look at the graph over here. It's starting to go absolutely insane. Oh, there's the aerial view of the Earth. Very, very yellow. 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. My God. Ah, it's turning white now. We've got white heat at this point. We're going through all the different colors of the spectrum. We might as well at this point. 16,000 degrees Fahrenheit, no big deal. In case you're wondering, the life likelihood is finally starting to go away. The liquid depth on the planet, this is especially weird, was going down, but now the liquid depth is going up. Not exactly sure how that happened. That's bad. What's the gravity on Earth? Oh, the gravity on Earth is normal. Well, air quotes normal. Yeah, look at this. Look at this right over here. Look at all the black holes converging into one more powerful black hole. The surface gravity is going down. 31,000 degrees Celsius right now. I'm kind of concerned, but I'm gonna go ahead and speed things up a little bit. Oh, God. All right, let's get rid of that. I assume that the liquid depth on Earth is going up from the rivers of blood. I love that the Earth has gone from a planet into a satellite flying into the start of sadness. Which one? The programs here have gotten rid of most of the data, but it hasn't gotten rid of the most important data, which is the temperature of Earth, which right now is 350,000 degrees Fahrenheit. What? Does heat go this high? All right, let's speed things up a little bit. 500,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Effectively, Earth is now just a better star than the sun. The sheer heat that the Earth is giving out, it's over 1 million. Where will this grow till? Isn't there some sort of limit? Oh, hold on, it ended. Oh, nope, still going up. Nope, it's going back down. What's happening? It got to like 1.5 million degrees. And now if you notice, the average temperature is falling. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, we have one single black hole that is winning the Street Fighter tournament over here. Look at it. Look at it. Oh God. All of those black holes I made. All of them are going inside. Now the temperature. Oh my God. What it looks like now, the Earth kind of looks like a violet marshmallow. That's basically what's going on right here. I'm gonna go ahead and speed things up a little bit because now I'm very curious at what is happening. I love how the speed of the Earth goes all over the place. That is a very, very large vomit trail coming off of the Earth right here. How fast is this vomit trail moving? 1/10 of the speed of light. We have caused the Earth to become a vomiting railgun. This almost the speed of light. All right, let's just see what keeps happening here. Oh, all the little particles are going into that one start of sadness that beat up all the other start of sadnesses. This is what has happened so far. The Earth is losing a lot of mass right now. The temperature has gone completely insane. I think what would be really funny is if the game is still like, there's a potential for life. There is not a potential for life. This is so ridiculous, but I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be like impossible to follow. So the surface gravity is still going down. Here's the temperature. Here's the temperature. Oh my God. Oh. What is this? This is really cool. I've kind of turned the Earth into a large firework. Every once in a while, for whatever reason, the temperature spikes to, how many is that? Is that 53 million degrees Celsius? 5308756.012 degrees Celsius. Oh my God. More than anything, I'm surprised there's still this much Earth left to deal with. Everyone's getting stronger though. Oh well, if there was anyone left, because the surface gravity continues to fall a lot. All right, let's keep it moving. This has only been like 2 minutes that all this insanity started happening. I love the constant violent spikes of temperature on the planet. Oh, it's getting less. Maybe there's less stuff to actually heat up. Oh, I was wrong. Right now, that one single black hole is orbiting super fast around the Earth, and it's just shooting particles left and right. Every time it shoots a particle off, that single fragment is moving that fast. Let's see how many kilometers per second. 6,300 kilometers a second. Whoa, the Earth's gravity just shot up like super high. Now it's the cratering again. It's basically Bitcoining right now. And hold on. Are we gonna lose the Earth totally? Still vomiting off chunks over here. The chunks have flown decently far from where it started too. Oh, that is awesome. Whoop. So now, after making all of those different black holes, which have now just kind of like Optimus Prime Voltron transformed into this one giant black hole, which has eaten the Earth and has spat out its chiclets all across the sun. Let us see. Oh no. Why is it moving? Oh, it might still have motion from when it was originally small. It's now going to begin moving through the solar system, dragging everything with it. Oh no, it's gonna pass by the sun. That's bad. Oh boy. Oh God. And the solar system vacuum cleaner has begun. Very few celestial entities are making it out of this alive. I love how Jupiter managed to get away. Jupiter's like, I'm out of here. I should say what's left of Jupiter. It shot up to like 2,000 degrees Celsius, technically. Hold on, Jupiter's coming back. Right here. No. And whoop. It ripped 4/5 of Jupiter, like out of it in just one moment. You can see all this. Oh my God. Well, there goes Jupiter. Neptune is a gorgeous planet, just kind of wandering through the solar system. What it doesn't know is that in a few minutes, it's going to come head to head with the start of sadness. Some of its brethren just kind of chilling out up there. Pluto, no! Hold on, Uranus is close, but maybe, oh God, no it can't. I was gonna say maybe Uranus can survive. So if you landed on the surface of Uranus, remember how you could just barely see the black holes before?
Space phrasing.
If you try and move your vision up to the top of the screen, the black hole distorts everything. It is literally all you can see, with just the bending coming out from it. So basically what you're gonna see as it gets closer and closer is the speed that it is moving continue to pick up. The temperature that it exists at continues to go higher and higher. Okay, and now we're starting to heat up. Now we're starting to heat up a lot. Now we're probably fixing to start change colors in a little bit. Usually you get some color changing going on. There it is. 1,000 degrees Celsius. Okay, we are basically like right on the orbit. Oh, never mind, it's gone. Apparently, if a countless number of 1 millimeter black holes all join hands, they will in fact destroy the entire planet and all of existence. The start of sadness is now the end of literally everything. So, Universe Sandbox just had an update that is probably one of the most amazing ones yet because it allows you to completely change the laws of physics. You may be saying to yourself,
Great. Didn't it kind of do that before?
not exactly. See, what before it did was it allowed you to take physics to impossible extremes. But now you can just simply change how physics works. Finally, you can get rid of things like, pesky friction. Or, equal and opposite forces. That doesn't happen anymore either. See, if you notice right over here, the moon that I just threw at the Earth has the ability to do all these things like fragmenting and colliding. But what I could do was turn the momentum transfer off of the Earth. This means that the moon that I made is now effectively invincible. Not only can it go straight through the Earth and vaporize it, but it could potentially go through 100 Earths. I really don't know. This also means that my grain of sand that I typically use to torture the Earth, which has now been completely atomized because it has no collision. So all of the atoms and stuff aren't hitting one another. It just dissipates into a fine gas. I can finally take my grain of sand and legitimately turn it into a rail gun. I think what's funny is the moon is probably very sorry that it just killed the Earth because now it doesn't have anything to orbit. You can see right here, it's crying. These are gigantic moon tears. Now it's turning into a delicious cheese puff, and now it disappeared. Actually, it didn't disappear. It just turned pitch black. It's actually kind of cool. Normally, the issue with my grain of sand is that it would typically just, be obliterated by hitting something like the Earth. It would, of course, destroy the Earth, but I would be sad because it would be immediately atomized. However, going into my object is always one of my favorite things because I get to see stuff such as No Survivors Part 2 and Carl. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe that my No Survivors was my grain of sand. 0.5 millimeter. It absolutely is. Okay, so now I'm going to not have it be affected by anyone else's gravity. It is allowed to collide with others. However, it will not fragment. I don't want it to get destroyed, and it will transfer momentum. Now, for the Earth, it doesn't get to pull anything. I'm not gonna have it get pulled by others. It will fragment, it won't transfer energy. So as something like a baseline here to understand exactly how horrifying this can get, we will start at a classic speed of 1 light speed. Get way zoomed in, and here we go. I forgot. I had to give it an appropriate name. There we go. All right, physics can suck it. Is now inbound. If I remember correctly, I think the original name, what was it? Like No Survivors 2.0. So it is now an invincible death railgun. What I kind of want to do is line up a ton of Earths and see what happens when I pass my railgun single piece of sand through all of them. Hey! Oh my God! I got knocked out of the entire view. This is what's left. A 93,000 degrees Celsius. this fragment. Oh, there's better fragments. This one's 257,000 degrees Celsius. Why not? So if I oh my God, oh, Jesus. I have never been able to vaporize the Earth so quickly. We're gonna need a lot of Earths. I think that depressed Earth is just constantly letting its parents down. But if it wanted to take disappointment to 11, it could join the membership area, which would gain it access to 50 ridiculous emojis, such as full liquor bar. Legend members and above also get 1 extra video from me a week, where I do ridiculous but at this point, there's a huge backlog, like drunk Minecraft, drunk GTA. We just did drunk music making. Actually, drinking seems to be involved in a lot of it. And next week, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do, but it's probably gonna involve drinking and kittens. And the God tier gets special discounts in the merch store and also custom-made emo jams. With a new one every month. We've got MLG Sun coming out in just a moment. Okay, so we need a ton of Earth that act exactly how we need them to, so we can shoot them all with our gigantic railgun. So they all won't pull anything. They will collide, they will fragment, they will not transfer momentum. Now we save this. There we go. All right. I'm gonna start with 5 of these real quick. Okay, this is sweet. As you can see, they're all living in harmony right now. Now, normally, gravity would pull them all into one another and everything would go absolutely insane. But because we can simply make it so that physics no longer reacts the way it should, we've got 5 healthy, beautiful Earths. This is the oldest brother Earth. His name will be Kyle Tin Acles. Now I need to line up, not like so. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna do half of a light speed this time. Right there. There's our single grain of sand, not pulled by others. No fragmentation, and yes, it does transfer momentum. Change the lighting, and now we can start with the world's first railgun grain of sand. And boop! Keep going. We got 1 planet that was instantly vaporized. We're going for 2. All right, there goes the second one. Is it gonna come out the back? So I can't see what is happening now. This Earth is just turning into a gigantic snowball of agony. You can actually see all the dust. 63,000 degrees Celsius and 0.239 light speed. And once again, it just gets completely atomized. Huh. Interesting, my grain of sand only made it through 2 Earths. Hold on, I gotta try something real quick. What happens if we increase the size of what we're throwing? I don't wanna get too out of hand here, so I'll just do Mercury. No one likes Mercury. All right, doesn't fragment. You know, I'm curious what happens if we don't transfer momentum. What the hell, magic? Inverted gravity. I didn't know this was a thing. What? You know what? Sure, why not? Who needs normal gravity? Okay, Mercury coming in. Currently, I really don't know what the I've done to Mercury's physics at this point. And, oh. So does it have no choice but to transfer momentum? Hold on. Okay, transfer momentum on. Oh, wow. Okay, now it works perfectly. Oh, it's actually sticking to the Earth. It is pushing the Earth like a snowplow. Yes! Equal and opposite reaction. There are no equals in my universe. So now this Earth, this is weird because now it's gonna go inside of the second Earth. So now it is effectively pushing 2 Earths at once. Look at the rain of death that was left behind the 2 Earths. We're dealing with 159,000 degrees Celsius, although this Earth is absolute 0. Hold on, I gotta follow these because now what happens? So that Earth just completely disintegrated, and this Earth kind of survived except for a gigantic wave of fire that's killing everything on the entire planet. I assume if we look at the surface, there will be no survivors. Okay, there may be some survivors. Okay, I gotta put a lot more Earths in a row. Hold on. Oh yeah. There. It's a straight dozen. 12 Earths. All right, we're gonna go a little bit more insane here. Still gonna use Mercury. About like so. Not pulled by others. Collision, yes. Fragmentation, no. But now we're gonna move things up to 10 light speed. Oh, and we're gonna invert gravity because honestly, why the not? And you know what? Because we can, let's make this hotter. Yeah, all the hot. Perfect. Okay, slow things down. Mercury not having a super time because it's, you know, a bazillion degrees Celsius. Okay, so now into the first Earth. Yes! Keep pushing. Keep pushing into the second Earth. How many Earths can it move? The third Earth. Whoa! You boys like 3 scoops of ice cream? The problem is I'm like slightly off center, although it's probably better this way. So now it's kind of like shaving Earths on the side. Look at this insanity. Okay, the next Earth that we come into contact with, I'm gonna change it so that there is collision. Hold on. All right, hold on. Okay, it's possible that I've broken physics entirely because our Super Saiyan Mercury is just taking its 3 Earths and just dragging them out into deep space. I'm not satisfied with this. We're gonna make this work. Okay, 20 light speed. There's Mercury. Okay. So, oh my God. I changed up some of the settings slightly. It is totally insane now what is happening. All right, bust through, Mercury. Come on, bust straight through. I want to see at least 12 Earths get railgunned. Okay, this Earth into... Oh! Yeah, at first, the Earth doesn't seem to like even recognize that it's being penetrated. There we go. Oh, Lord! Oh, it's more beautiful. I'm actually kind of surprised after, you know, the shotgun of Mercury came out the back Earth that the game is okay with this much crap on the screen. I like how this one other Earth over here is still alive. The few Earths that are left. Actually, this Earth, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna invert this Earth's gravity. So all the Earths actually transferred energy, like one of the little ball things that go back and forth, because none of them have gravitational pull on one another. Oh, so their fragments actually inherit the original stuff that I give their sad, divorced, broken parents. But I'm still waiting for this Earth to finally finish up what it started. Come on, baby, there can be only one. Here we go, no true gravity. It was just this flying through everything else in its way. And the last Earth is the one to survive. What is the material composition? It's tears. I like how on this Earth, it's like, there's probably some people left alive. Okay, so we need something with enough mass in order to do what I want to do, which is to put it through 100 Earths.
A few hours later.
Okay. We're ready to go. I need something with enough size too, so that if I'm not, you know, perfectly in line, it'll still be able to hit all of the Earths. All right, I have to go all the way back to the front of this stupid Congo line. This Congo line of interplanetary sadness. You can't actually see the end of where the Earths are. Okay, so normally I would say like Jupiter. That's actually way too big. Uranus. Perfect. All right, grab this, bring it back over here. Okay, the velocity looks perfect. Now I want to make sure that all of this is visible to us. So we're gonna take Uranus and we're gonna have it be moving 100 times light speed. But that's not all. We're gonna lock the size, but not the mass. I'm gonna make it as heavy as I can before... Oh my God, I was gonna say before it turns into a sun. Can you do me a favor and go back to just being Uranus? Okay, let's try that without turning it into the sun. There, let's stop there. All right, now Uranus can't be fragmented. Wouldn't want that. And it can't be pulled by others. Slow everything down. Maximum slow. And now it's time to break physics and the game. Okay. Speed things up a little bit. This is good that we can actually slow down enough with 100 times light speed. Okay. Okay, so far it's just eating the Earths. It's like a gigantic watery Pac-Man. Yum, 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 yum. I'm curious if it'll just go through all the Earths. All right, here, you know what? What I'll do real quick, I'm gonna make it all iron just to see if that changes anything. I don't think it will. Go! Yes! Okay, so it ate every single Earth. I just shoved 100 Earths up Uranus. Not enough explosions though, so we need something smaller. Okay, I have talked about Pluto for a long time, but today it will finally get some semblance of vengeance. Okay, radius, lock, mass, more. Perfect. All of the light speeds. All right, move everything down as much as possible. Here we go. Okay, angry Pluto coming through the air into the very first Earth. Bam! Into the second Earth. And I think now they're starting to hit one another. Yes, it's amazing. Second Earth into the third, into the fourth Earth. Pluto is completely invincible. The first Earth has turned into, oh my God. What the heck? This fragment is 18 times the size of the sun. Whatever, it's turned into a gigantic, Pringles. But this is perfect because now it has a ton more surface area to destroy all the Earths. Yes. Come on, keep going. Don't give up yet. It is completely invincible. Look at it go. It's just turning. Oh my God, I think I finally crashed the game. Oh, I did. Yes. Well, I wanted to know what would happen if I gave the double middle finger to both physics and friction, and the reality is I destroyed reality as we know it. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of Universe Sandbox. Until next time, stay fucked in. Much love.